between northern and eastern Europe, where medieval walls meet vast forests and coastal winds carry centuries of history, lie the Baltic States, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. Small in size but rich in contrast, these three countries share a common past yet express distinct identities, shaped by their landscapes, languages, and enduring resilience. From Estonia's digital innovation and island traditions, to Latvia's Art Nouveau architecture and forest-covered valleys, to Lithuania's sacred hills and shifting coastal dunes, the Baltics offer an exceptional blend of heritage, nature, and modern creativity. Once overlooked, this region is now emerging as one of Europe's most rewarding destinations, where culture feels authentic, distances are short, and every corner tells a story. Let's begin our journey in the north, with Estonia, where medieval charm meets modern design. A country where medieval cities, ancient forests, island spirit, and digital innovation converge. From Tallinn's UNESCO-listed Old Town to mossy bogs and seaside retreats, Estonia blends heritage with high-tech, establishing itself as Northern Europe's emerging cultural and natural destination. Estonia lies on the eastern shore of the Baltic Sea, bordered by the Gulf of Finland to the north and Latvia to the south. Covering about 45,000 square kilometers, it features over 1,500 islands, and a third of its area is forested. Its terrain of bogs, lakes, and lengthy coastline creates a varied natural mosaic, while compact size and excellent connectivity make the country easy to explore. With a population around 1.3 million, Estonia is modest by size but rich in character. Urban centers like Tallinn and Tartu preserve medieval streets and neoclassical architecture, alongside creative hubs and modern design culture. Folk song festivals, recognized by UNESCO, and centuries-old sauna traditions like the smoke sauna remain a vital part of cultural identity. Estonia has become one of Europe's most digitally advanced countries, with open e-governance and free public transport in Tallinn for its residents. Let's take a closer look at Estonia's highlights and some of its quieter and lesser-traveled corners. Tallinn, Estonia's capital and most populous city, is renowned for its exceptionally well-preserved medieval architecture. Its historic center was inscribed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1997, recognized for its intact 13th-century urban layout, narrow cobblestone streets, and Gothic buildings that reflect its Hanseatic League heritage. Historic landmarks like Toompea Castle, which houses Estonia's parliament, and the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, a Russian Orthodox church from the late 1800s, reflect Tallinn's layered past. Beyond the Old Town, areas like Teleskivi Creative City and the Noblessner waterfront have transformed industrial spaces into modern districts filled with art galleries, cafes, museums, and tech hubs. Off Estonia's western coast lies Saaremaa, the largest of the country's islands, shaped by centuries of isolation and maritime traditions. Historic farmhouses, wooden churches, and stone lighthouses are scattered across a landscape marked by juniper fields and wind-swept shores. At its center is Kuressaare, a small town known for its well-preserved medieval castle and a reputation as a wellness hub, where historic spas remain part of daily life. Saaremaa's slower rhythm, deep-rooted heritage, and varied coastline make it one of Estonia's most enduring island destinations. Less frequented by visitors, Rapla County offers a glimpse of Estonia's quieter countryside. Its small communities and forested landscapes preserve a sense of rural simplicity and historical depth. Orgusse and Lellapere are both tiny hamlets in Estonia, each offering a peaceful rural escape. Orgusse is nestled among nature reserves and hiking trails, perfect for outdoor enthusiasts, while Lellapere exudes quiet charm amid historic churches and pastoral landscapes. Further south, the last forests form part of a largely undisturbed natural area known for its calm, hiking paths and varied birdlife, offering a quiet escape from more traveled routes. Rapla's understated charm lies in its unhurried pace and layered history, making it a distinct part of Estonia's rural mosaic. Just an hour's drive from Tallinn lies Lahtmaa National Park, Estonia's oldest and one of the largest in Europe. This protected area blends dense forests, wetlands, and coastal plains with historic manor estates. The park is home to centuries-old villages where traditional fishing culture endures. Visitors can hike through primeval bogs, trace boardwalks across wetlands, or explore restored estates from the 18th century. Lahtmaa encapsulates Estonia's deep connection with nature and the layered stories found in its rural heartlands. Estonia has a temperate climate with 4 distinct seasons. Summers, from June to August, are mild and bring the longest daylight hours, making this the most popular time for outdoor activities and festivals. Spring and early autumn offer cooler temperatures and fewer crowds, with changing landscapes that highlight the country's forests and coastlines. Winters are cold, with snow common from December to February, creating opportunities for winter sports and traditional sauna experiences. Tallinn Airport is the country's main air hub, with connections to major European cities. Estonia's compact size makes travel straightforward. By rail, Auron operates a network of trains linking Tallinn with Tartu and other regional centers. Lux Express and regional buses provide extensive coverage across the country, including smaller towns and islands. Frequent ferry services connect the mainland with islands like Saaremaa. Estonia's flat landscape and well-marked routes, especially along the Baltic trails, make cycling and walking a highly accessible way to explore the country actively. Estonia is considered safe for travelers, with low crime rates and well-maintained infrastructure. Standard precautions apply in busy areas. Next, we journey south into Latvia, a country offering a compelling blend of affordability, rich heritage, and natural beauty. From cobblestone streets and medieval castles to peaceful valleys and miles of coastline, each destination reveals a facet of Latvia's cultural and natural identity, securing its place as a true Baltic gem on Europe's travel map. The Republic of Latvia is a country in the Baltic region of Northern Europe. It is one of the three Baltic states, along with Estonia to the north and Lithuania to the south. Latvia occupies just over 64,000 square kilometers on the eastern shore of the Baltic Sea, stretching roughly 210 kilometers from north to south and 450 kilometers from west to east. Its extensive coastline along the Baltic and Gulf of Riga contrasts with gently rolling plains and vast forested areas, making it one of Europe's greenest nations. Latvia is a relatively small country and home to just under 2 million people. Yet it offers a wide range of experiences rooted in both nature and heritage. More than half of its territory is covered in forest, with wildlife-rich wetlands found throughout the landscape. The built environment tells its own story. Riga alone is home to over 800 Art Nouveau buildings, forming one of the world's most concentrated collections, while centuries-old timber churches still stand in rural areas. Traditional culture remains part of everyday life, reflected in folk song festivals, seasonal celebrations, and regional crafts. At the same time, Latvia is also highly connected. Riga alone offers more than 800 free public Wi-Fi zones, making it one of Europe's most digitally accessible cities. Let's take a closer look at some of Latvia's most notable highlights, along with a few of its quieter, lesser-traveled corners. Latvia's capital, Riga, is the country's main cultural, architectural, and historical center. Its historic center is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, known for its well-preserved medieval street layout and diverse architectural styles, ranging from Gothic and Baroque to eclecticism and Art Nouveau. With over 800 Art Nouveau buildings, many concentrated around Alberta and Elizabeth Streets, Riga presents one of the most complete urban Art Nouveau collections in the world. Located in historic hangars, Riga's central market provides a glimpse into everyday routines, with seasonal produce, regional foods, and handcrafted items available throughout the year. Riga offers a layered urban landscape where medieval churches, merchant guild halls, and 20th century monuments sit alongside thriving cultural institutions and everyday markets. Whether along the canal parks, inside historic museums, or amid local neighborhoods, Riga presents a balanced mix of past and present that defines its role as Latvia's cultural capital. Around an hour east of Riga, Gauja National Park is Latvia's oldest and largest national park. It covers a diverse landscape of sandstone outcrops, forested valleys, and the winding Gauja River. The Sigulda region located within the park features 3 historic castles in close proximity, each reflecting a different era. The 13th century Travto castle has been partially restored and now forms part of a museum reserve that includes archaeological sites, folk sculpture trails, and panoramic viewpoints. Nearby, the ruins of Sigulda Castle overlook the river valley and are often used for seasonal cultural events. Across the river, Kremolda Manor, with its 19th century neoclassical estate buildings, offers a quieter, less visited setting surrounded by nature trails. Beyond the castles, Gauja National Park is also known for its cave systems, such as Gutmani's Cave, the deepest in the Baltics, and its network of walking and cycling routes through dense mixed forests. The park combines medieval architecture, archaeological interest, and scenic trails, making it one of Latvia's most distinctive cultural landscapes. West of Riga, Jurmala is a historic seaside town stretching along 32 kilometers of white sand coastline where pine forests meet the Gulf of Riga. The area has long been associated with wellness, first developing as a 19th century resort known for its sanatoriums, mineral springs, and therapeutic sea air. Today, Jurmala retains much of that legacy, with a mix of preserved wooden villas in national romantic and Art Nouveau styles alongside modern wellness centers and spa hotels. The architecture reflects its past as a retreat for Baltic and Russian elites, while the natural surroundings, shaded dunes, wide beaches, and forested trails offer a quiet contrast to more crowded European coastal towns. The main pedestrian street, Jomazaila, features a range of cafes, galleries, and summer events, while nearby Zintari Forest Park offers elevated boardwalks and family-friendly green space. Kuldiga, located in western Latvia, is one of the country's best-preserved historical towns, noted for its 17th to 18th century wooden architecture, red-tiled roofs, and narrow cobbled streets. At the edge of the old town flows the Venta Rapid, Europe's widest waterfall, where the river stretches across 240 meters. In spring, the site draws interest for a natural phenomenon as fish leap upstream during spawning. The town's slower rhythm, local craftsmanship, and compact historical layout give it a distinct sense of place, with many buildings carefully restored or left in their original condition. Kuldiga also serves as a regional cultural center, hosting seasonal festivals and exhibitions that reflect its layered heritage. Latvia's eastern region of Latgale offers a quieter, less traveled side of the country, shaped by deep-rooted traditions and natural serenity. Rolling hills, wooden villages, and lakes like Razna and Lubins, Latvia's two largest, define the landscape. In winter, these lakes take on a stillness ideal for peaceful retreats, while spring and summer bring birdwatching and cycling opportunities. Latgale is also home to a rich ceramic heritage and one of Latvia's most significant pilgrimage sites, Aglona Basilica. Nearby, Daugavpils Fortress, a rare 19th century bastion complex, stands remarkably intact, hinting at the region's layered history. Latvia has a temperate seasonal climate. Summers, particularly from June to August, offer long daylight hours, mild temperatures, and lively outdoor events. This is the most active time for coastal getaways, cultural festivals, and national parks. Winters are colder and darker, especially from December through February, but bring festive Christmas markets and opportunities for quiet winter escapes. For outdoor activities like hiking, kayaking, or cycling, late spring to early autumn offers the most reliable weather, with forests and trails in full bloom. Latvia is easy to navigate, with strong air, rail, and bus connections. Riga International Airport links to over 80 destinations, while Latvian railways and services like Lux Express and Flixbus connect major cities and neighboring countries. Flat terrain and extensive trails, including the Baltic trails, make walking ideal. For most travelers, trains, buses, and walking offer a convenient and immersive way to explore. Latvia is considered a safe destination with low crime rates and a stable environment. As with any trip, standard precautions apply, particularly in busy urban areas and transport hubs. Continuing south, the landscapes of Latvia give way to Lithuania, a land of Baroque capitals, island castles, windswept shores, and centuries-old memorials. From Vilnius's UNESCO-listed streets to the Curonian Spit's shifting sands, and the silent vigil of the Hill of Crosses, Lithuania offers a unique blend of history, nature, and living tradition. Lithuania covers over 65,000 square kilometers on the southeastern shore of the Baltic Sea, bordered by Latvia to the north and Poland to the south. Its terrain includes a low-lying coastline, extensive forests, and more than 3,000 lakes. Major rivers such as the Nemunas bisect the landscape, while compact distances make the country easy to traverse by road or rail. With a population of just under 2.8 million, Lithuania balances European grandeur with rural customs. Its urban centers showcase Baroque and Gothic architecture, while forests and dunes underline a deep connection with nature. Folk song and dance festivals, recognized by UNESCO, live on alongside amber craft workshops and seasonal fairs. Now, let's look at Lithuania's highlights and some of its quieter, lesser-known corners. Vilnius's historic center, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is Europe's largest surviving Baroque old town. Key landmarks include Cathedral Square and its neoclassical cathedral, Gediminas Castle Tower on the hill, and the medieval Pylus street lined with merchants and cafes. The self-declared Republic of Uzupis adds a bohemian counterpoint with street art, galleries, and a riverside promenade. A short drive from Vilnius, Trakai Castle sits on an island in Lake Galve. Constructed in the 14th century, its red brick towers illustrate the Grand Duchy of Lithuania's strategic heritage. It played a key role in defending the region against the Teutonic Knights during the 15th century. After centuries of decline, Trakai Castle was extensively restored in the 20th century and now houses a historical museum. A wooden footbridge links the mainland to the castle, offering a scenic approach across the water. Inside, exhibitions trace the region's medieval past, including the role of the Karaim community brought from Crimea. The surrounding lake area is popular for boat rides and lakeside walks, especially in summer and early autumn. Its Gothic architecture, inner courtyards, and collection of medieval artifacts offer a tangible link to Lithuania's statehood origins. The Curonian Spit is a 98 kilometers sandbar shared with Kaliningrad, recognized by UNESCO for its unique dune ecosystem. Village communities such as Nida and Juodkrant combine fishermen's huts with vibrant artisan galleries. The dead forest of buried pines and panoramic dune climbs highlight nature's constant flux on this narrow peninsula. Near the northern city of Šalė stands the Hill of Crosses, one of Lithuania's most symbolic and moving landmarks. What began in the 19th century as a quiet act of remembrance has grown into a striking landscape of over 100,000 crosses, rosaries, and religious icons. Throughout Soviet occupation, the hill became a place of peaceful resistance. Despite repeated removals, locals and pilgrims continued to return, often under cover of darkness, to place new crosses as symbols of faith, resilience, and national identity. Today, the site is recognized not only as a pilgrimage destination but also as a living testament to Lithuania's spiritual endurance. A visit reveals a silent field of devotion, where each cross carries a story, whether personal, political, or historical. Lithuania's second city, Kaunas, was Europe's cultural capital in 2022 and boasts one of the largest collections of interwar modernist architecture. Strolling along Lithuania's longest pedestrian street, visitors encounter clean-lined faith objects, cafes, and Art Deco facades. The city's layered history is also visible in its castles, courtyards, and street art, blending old and new with surprising harmony. Museums such as the Devil's Museum highlight Kaunas's distinct creative identity. Lithuania experiences 4 distinct seasons, each offering a different travel experience. Summer, from June to August, is warm and sunny, ideal for enjoying the coast, outdoor activities, and lively festivals. Spring and autumn are mild, with blooming landscapes or colorful foliage and fewer tourists, making them great for sightseeing. Winter brings cold temperatures and snow, creating a scenic backdrop for traditional markets, cozy city walks, and countryside retreats. Getting around Lithuania is convenient and efficient, with several transport options for different travel styles. International visitors typically arrive via Vilnius or Kaunas airports, which serve major European routes. Within the country, trains and long-distance buses like Lux Express and Eurolines provide reliable connections between cities and towns. Small ferry services operate to the Curonian Spit, offering a scenic route to the coast. For more flexibility, Lithuania's well-maintained roads and extensive cycling paths make it easy to explore by car or bike. Lithuania is generally safe, with low crime rates and solid infrastructure. Standard travel precautions and seasonal weather checks are recommended. We hope you've enjoyed this journey through the Baltic States. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next Travto journey.